Hello, my name is Stephen Procter. This is going to be the first of a number of videos we're going to be covering Wu style Tai Chi 108 movement slow form. We're going to try to do a little bit different than what it's normally done in the way it's taught for these videos. We're going to break it down, go for each part bit by bit, hopefully help you learn it and help you get the benefits of Tai Chi. This 108 movement slow form, we'll teach 3 movements at a time per video and go over that. So you can take it and you can learn that bit and then move on to the next video and learn a bit more. Now, videos never replace a teacher. If you can come in contact with a good teacher, that's really important. Class situation, you'll learn a lot more because the teacher can kind of tailor it more towards the class and towards your learning. But also, if you can get one-on-one with a teacher, that's even better because the teaching can actually be tailored to you specifically. Now, to start off with the Tai Chi, we first need to take a look at our posture. Posture is really important. Your posture will affect your balance when you're performing forms. It will affect the way that the energy flows. It will also affect your alertness and the way that you move. The first part of the posture we have to look, and we'll start from head to toe, is we'll start with chin. Just tuck your chin slightly under. Don't pull it so far back that you're actually choking yourself by pushing your chin against your neck. Just have it slightly turned under so that you get some light tension on the back of the neck. You want the back of the neck to have a feeling of stretching, a stretching feeling. Stretching, extending the top of your head up. That's the first thing that we want to do. Next thing you want to do, just lift your shoulders up, just let them drop down, hang by your side, hands hanging down, and to start off your palms will be facing back. Now you want to keep your armpits open. You don't want to have your arms closed in like this. Just let them hang loosely by your side. Relaxation is really important to Tai Chi. So in everything we do, we need to be relaxed. Now we want our spine to be straight. So the next part really affects that. The next part is our waist. By waist we mean the whole of our body here, going down, and our hips. Now we need to lock this together as one because the waist needs to move as one to move the movements. The waist actually leads the movements. We don't move in Tai Chi, we don't move the arms separate. There's none of this sort of thing. Alright? If we're going to bring the arm up there, the waist moves the arm, the waist turns the arms. By turning that waist. The way we do that is by turning your tailbone under. If you have your feet shoulder width apart, and what you do is your tailbone, if you tilt it up, under and forward, so what you want to do is your lower abdominal muscles, you squeeze your lower abdominal muscles, and you turn that tailbone up and under. So you're basically tilting your hips forward, tailbone up and under. What that does, by tilting the tailbone up and under, and tilting the chin in, you're actually stretching the spine. You're straightening and stretching the spine. You're lowering the pressure on the nerves and you're allowing more energy to flow. That straight stretched spine also gives better balance. So we want tailbone turned under, chin tucked under, stretching the spine. Just a gentle stretch. Just the feeling that one disc is sitting on top of another. The next thing that it does, and it affects so many things, is turning your tailbone under, rotating the hips. What it does is it changes your center of balance because your center of balance is really important here. If we stand how we normally stand, our backside is slightly out. Our center of balance is actually backwards. Even if we're in the stance like this, our center of balance is back more towards the back heel. because the backside is out. If we rotate the hips, right, turn the tailbone under, it actually puts our point of balance, right in between our feet, in the middle of between our feet. Okay, so this actually affects it so our balance is in between, is in the center, so we're fully balanced. This is a really important aspect of turning the tailbone under. If we don't have it turned under, our point of balance is back. Okay, this point of balance is affected by gravity. Gravity is pulling us down all the time. If I put my arm out here, I'm being pulled down at this side. At every point of our body, gravity is pulling down. Okay, if I have both arms out, then both are being pulled down. One here, I'm actually being pulled to one side. In understanding this, we need to bring our center of balance in between our feet. Whether the feet are parallel, okay, or whether the feet are shoulder width apart, one in front of the other. Turning the tailbone under, rotating the hips, also affects your waist. What it does, by turning that in, it actually locks the waist as one piece. And that means when you turn your hips, your whole body turns. Not your hips turning separately like this. Okay? Your whole body turns as one. Right? And this happens because this is all turned under and locked. Okay? This is really important because that's where you're aiming for all the movements to come from, for all energy transference to come from. Okay? Your waist is like the hub of the wheel, the center of the wheel, and everything else spins around the outside of it. So it's important to make this one piece. We don't twist the spine separately. Spine does not move separately. It moves as one piece, as one. Yeah? The next aspect, and there's so many aspects that this one point affects, and that is, since we're dealing with Wu style Tai Chi, it's small frame Tai Chi, which means we have smaller posture. The feet are usually shoulder width apart, side to side, front to back. If we don't have our tailbone turned under, right, we don't rotate our hips, it means that when we shift forward, our knee can go over our toe. Knee over the toe is weak, and if you go over the top here, you've got a lot of pressure on your knee. We want to avoid that. If you rotate your tailbone under, okay, lock your waist as one, when you shift forward, it is impossible. You can try it, just try it now. It's impossible to push your knee over your toe. You can't do it. And even if somebody pulls on your hand, okay, your knee won't go over your toe. It affects that many aspects. It's just so important. So when we do that, we hold it through the whole form. Through the whole form. Okay. It's really important to address this posture. That's why this first video I'm going over posture. Really important because it really affects your form. The next part, in beginning posture, we have our knees slightly bent. Just slightly bent. Don't have them straight and locked back. Just slightly bent. Okay? Your feet shoulder width apart and parallel. And fully balanced. Now, we forgot one thing, the most important thing. A little smile. Smile. Even if you're not feeling happy, smile. The physical movement of smiling, just smiling, will actually start to make you feel good. And it's important when we're doing Tai Chi, we want to have a happy, and just really basic, simple, not overthinking mind. Okay, now we can start with the form. This video will just go into what's called preparation posture. Okay, so the form is normally, it would begin facing in this direction. But what I'll do is I'll start facing you at the moment, just so you can see the hands are doing, and then what we'll do is we'll turn it around and we'll do it in the proper direction so you can follow. So we start off with preparation posture. What we do, we breathe in, shift our weight into our right leg. Breathing out, you step our left leg across and shift our weight across. Now as we shift the weight across, we just want to be evenly balanced, right? Evenly balanced between the 2 feet. Now this is the time to check your posture. Chin tucked under, shoulders up, down, hanging by your side. Okay, tailbone turned under, right? Hips rotated, knees slightly bent, feet shoulder width apart. Yeah? And then the next thing we'll do is we'll begin. Now when we begin, we let our wrists float up. So nice and light, let them float up to your shoulder height. When they reach your shoulder height, bend your elbows. Let your elbows sink down. As your wrists come by your side, sink your body down. Yeah, we'll try that again. I'll do it in the same direction that you'll be facing. So this is the direction that the form will be. Beginning, preparation posture, we breathe in, we shift our weight into our right leg. Breathing out, stepping across, shift our weight across, so our feet are shoulder width apart, fully balanced. Check your posture, chin tucked under, shoulders up, drop them down, nice and relaxed. Tailbone turned under. Okay, knees slightly bent, feet are shoulder width apart. And we begin. Bring your wrists up, just let them float up like they got balloons. Breathing in until shoulder height. Breathing out, let your elbows sink down. As they come by your side, sink your body down. Okay, we'll try that again. Preparation posture, breathing in, shift your weight into your right leg. Breathing out, stepping across, shift your weight across. Check your posture, chin tucked under, shoulders back, fingers down. Tailbone turned under, hips rotated, knees slightly bent, feet shoulder width apart. And begin. Just let your wrists float up as you breathe in. And your elbows sinking down. When your wrists get by your side, sink your whole body down. Okay, I'll do it from this direction. I'll say something about sinking. So preparation posture, breathing in, shift your weight into your right leg. Breathing out, stepping across, shift your weight across. Okay, fully balanced, chin tucked under, shoulders back, fingers down. Okay. Hips rotated, knees slightly bent. Okay, feet shoulder width apart. They're parallel. And we begin. Wrists up as we breathe in. Then sinking our elbows down, breathing out. As our wrists come by our side, sink your body down. Now the height that you sink your body down to is the height that you try to hold through the whole form. So pick that height carefully. Don't go lower than what's comfortable. This isn't a competition. Okay? Feeling pain is not a competition. It might look good to be really low. Okay? But if you're hurting yourself, it's not good. And beyond a certain point, mechanically, you're actually off balance anyway. Okay? So as we go, we want to sink our body down. Okay? Just to a height that's comfortable. Okay? So these are the main things. This is the beginning preparation posture. Now I'm going to be doing these videos bit by bit. Okay? So I'll actually be going further in the next video. But it's important in this one to pay attention to the proper posture and holding that posture. Because this posture will affect your whole Tai Chi practice. We're at the very beginning. We've got 108 movements. Okay? We've knocked one movement off. So we've still got a little way to go. So all these aspects need to be paid attention to. It's always good to practice and familiarise yourself with these before we move on. In each video I'll go over 3 movements. Okay, but what we'll do is I'll also take an earlier movement and join it on so that the videos have a flowing feeling. I'll also show from front to back and talk about different mechanics in each posture. So I'll go through this one more time so that you can practice, and we'll see how we go. One aspect to take note of. I'm going to be facing this way so you can see. Preparation posture, and we're shifting across, right? Knees slightly bent. When we begin, the wrists come up and out as we breathe in. As you bend your elbows down, the hands circle back. You see that? The hands come out and then they circle back. They don't go up and down like this. Yeah? Up, sinking down, back. Wrists come by your side, sink your body down. Yeah? One more time. Preparation posture, breathing in, shift your weight into your right leg. Breathing out, stepping across, shift your weight across. Chin tucked under, shoulders back, fingers down. Tailbone tilted under, knees slightly bent, feet parallel, shoulder width apart. And begin, bring your wrists up as you breathe in. Bend your elbows down, breathing out. As your wrists come by your side, sink your body down. As we go through each of these movements, take it, practice it. Most important thing, breathe deeply, stay relaxed. If you feel any tension, just breathe out, let that tension go. It's important to be relaxed when you're performing Tai Chi. Really important. Tension will stop the energy from flowing, it will stop the health benefits. In doing this practice, you'll gain, first thing you'll notice is improved balance. Okay? Deeper breathing, better circulation, more energy, more alertness, more calm in daily life.